actions, uh, index cur of actions 1. Oops. Cur of action 1. Times equals 2, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and then we need an else case. Because, oh yeah, we have the else case plugged in, we just don't have it set up yet. So yeah, so then in the else case we just want to do like basically the opposite. So if action 2 minus action 1, etc., then action 2 times equals 2. So yeah, I think that's good. I think we're only changing it for cur ev. I don't think we're actually changing it for the template. But if we are, then we'll have to change that. So yeah, what then? I guess I guess we could just copy those things here as well. Yeah, I mean that makes enough sense. And then maybe I'll just before I do event types 2 and 3, maybe I'll just do this and see how this works. So for one thing, event type, let's alternate between 0 and 1. If event type equals 1, then yeah, it equals 0. Otherwise, yeah. Except EV 0 and EV 1. Yeah, so so for starters, we'll just alternate between the meadow and the boulder. And let's see if this works. Oh, it doesn't work yet, but because I still have to set stuff up. But yeah, so for now, get rid of the alepphs. So what do we want to do? We want right. So we want to. Oh yeah. All right. So actually, the rest of it is pretty similar, right? Because so for event key in event dictionary, if e key not in pdict, we want to add it. So if this player is participating for the first time, then we want to add in a new key for them and set it equal to cur ev actions edict e key. Yep. And then yeah, I mean. Oh, yeah, the other thing we have to do is set the outro based on right, outro string. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So right, so I guess outro string, I guess we could, instead of declaring it up front, we can declare it right, we can just declare it down here after we've already decided who won. And we can just say outro string equals, so what it'll be, apop, it'll be outcomes apop, curev.outcomes apop, I think, curev.outcomes or not dot, but index apop. So the outro string is gets set to the current event's outcome corresponding to the most popular choice. Although we'll want to change it in these cases, in these success cases specifically. So, what is it? True, I think. set up for false. Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah. So actually, no, we want to... What do we want to do? We want it to be, uh, oh, this is a little, blah, 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 blah. But hold on, we can figure this out. We want it to be true in the case that we win. We want it to be, no, true in the case that right, so for event type 1, we want it to be false in the case that we lose. In the case that we lose is when, what is the case that we lose? We lose if no one took action. So we could set up an else. If Kurt, oh no, we could set up an else here. Oh wait, no, that's cower. So that would be easy. Yeah, no, it only counts if people tried to push and were unsuccessful. If they push from both sides. All right, so it's actually only in either of these two cases. So if etc., else. All right, this is what we need. We need else case here, and then in this else case, outro string equals the fail case. Right? Yeah. Equals, and so yeah, right. So it's current event dot outcomes false. I still don't know if that works. Hopefully it works. All right. So chat. Oh, hey, Amzex David. Hey, welcome back to the stream. So yeah, that other project that we've been working on for like a gazillion years is like done, kind of. I don't know. It's not done, but it's like it's at a point where I was like satisfied with it enough that hey, we got a new follower. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Yeah, so this other project that we'd been working on for a while is like, I don't know, it's done enough that I decided to move on to another project. So the project that I'm on now is supposed to be like, it was going to be my October my entry for the October Ludum Dare challenge, but I didn't actually start on it until yesterday, basically. So I don't know if I'm going to finish it by the end of October, but we've almost got it to a playable state. So it's going to be for now, I guess. Yeah. So I'll start by describing what it is for now. For now, it's a text adventure game for Twitch chat. Eventually, I want it to actually be a text-based adventure game for a stream, wherein the interface will still be via chat, but the feedback from the game will actually come in the form of like through the stream itself. So like I think like I don't know, I'll either move my face up and use this screen real estate, or I'll use like the corner down in the corner of the screen that doesn't get used for the game visuals. So it'll basically be a game that is played through the stream. It's called Journey, or it's called JRNE, pronounced Journey. That's not even the real title. I still don't come up with real titles for my games. I just give them like 4-letter codes. And then so it's going to be something that people can play like as the stream goes on. So the point of the Ludum Dare October challenge is to make a game start a game in October, start a game, and by the end of the month have made at least $1 using that game. So the reason I started making this project was actually not necessarily for my stream, although I probably will use it on my stream. The point was actually to make a project. I was going to make a project that so sometimes streamers will do like a charity drive where they pick an organization to represent, and they'll like Extra Life does this, and Able Gamers does this sometimes. They'll like stream under that banner, and they'll encourage people to donate to the event. So I wanted to make something that would encourage like more user participation in one of those like charity streams. So I wanted to make like a game that people could play while they're watching these streams, and like they could encourage more people to come and play along, and get more people watching, more people just generally participating in that sort of thing. So that was, I don't know if I'm going to finish it by the end of October. It could happen. I don't know. No, I don't know. I could probably finish the text adventure version by the end of October, although I don't know if that's as exciting. Because you actually don't need to tune into the stream in order to play the text adventure game. You could just play it without even looking at the stream ever, which kind of defeats the purpose. But all right. Yeah, so that's this Python stuff. Yeah, Edge Future. So if you want to get started on making a chatbot for Twitch, this is where I started. This is like the first thing to look into, and Light Up Man can probably give you some advice as well, because Light Up Man just went through a lot of this. But here's the I just put a link in chat. I mean, you already saw it because the chat happens way faster than the stream happens. But it's a link to how to set up that sort of thing. I don't think it talks specifically about. No, it definitely doesn't talk specifically about Python. But then, yeah, once you're familiar with that, then you can probably like punch Python Twitch chatbot into Google, and you can probably come up with some resources. I'm using the current Anaconda distribution just because it was the one I learned with. And oh, hey, fun fact. Part of the reason I know Python is because Ames X David taught me Python one time. And when I say no Python, I mean you guys have seen me kind of like muddling through some of this stuff. It was a while ago. Ames X David is a very good teacher, and so my level of knowledge is not representative of his teaching ability. Is actually, I keep doing that. Nicki Minaj, you took over that word. Python. Ames X David is a way better teacher. Actually, someone who was it? Ben in chat. Benjamin was asking earlier if anyone teaches Python. I don't know if he's still here, if he's still interested, or if that's something that you still do. But yeah, I think he was like looking for a private tutor or something. Yeah, people who learn from Ames X David are way smarter than me. I'm just like a D student in general, so that's all that is. But yeah, so I'm currently working. This was how I was introduced to Python. I used IPython Notebook, I think it's called. IPython. Yeah, IPython Notebook was how I first started like learning Python, like untitled, like 1+1. I don't know. It's just really easy to like try stuff and learn Python, and then when I was ready, like for slightly more complicated things, I moved on to Spider, and so that's just what I'm comfortable using. Yeah. Thank you, Ames X David. Oh, that's a really good question, Tom Peach HD. That's a really good question. I used to have like a 9 to 5. I used to work in AAA. I've mentioned this on stream before. And when I worked in AAA, I was good about saving my money. So I actually have 0 income right now, and I'm in this really weird state where like I want to go indie like for reals, like 100% all the way for the rest of my life. But then I also don't know if that's gonna work. So I might just be between jobs. It might be that eventually I just need to get another like desk job. But yeah, no, I really want to make this work. And so yeah, so in terms of like actually making money, that's a really good question. In part because like I kept saying like as soon as I was done with oh, we're getting there, Light Up Man. We're not quite there yet, but yeah, all right, cool, thank you. Yeah, and if I can get it to work, I really want to. So So like I kept saying that like as soon as I finished these three projects, I would like actually start like coming up with like a plan for like to actually release a product and monetize something somehow. I haven't done that yet. I'm still thinking about doing that. But then like so okay so yeah, maybe once I finish Journey, like I want to do Journey because I intend to continue streaming. Like if I'm staying indie, like especially if I'm working for myself and making my own decisions, I want to continue streaming. I don't want to ever stop streaming. And Journey is something that I think will be fun and will if I continue streaming, it'll be nice to have around. So why not add it as soon as possible? Um, if I get a job, if I end up getting a job and I can continue streaming, I guess that's like second best. A lot of companies have very strict NDAs though, so I probably wouldn't be able to show nearly as much stuff, if anything. Uh, but yeah, so I guess once I get Journey in a working state, like it's just like it's a little bit of like overhead, I guess it's a little bit of like foundational work, I'm calling it, and then yeah, so instead of actually working on any of these projects, I'm probably actually going to instead do. I mentioned it earlier. The project that I made at a jam over the weekend. I think I'm actually probably going to go with this one because I don't know. I like this one. Where am I going? Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Wait, we got this. We got this, guys. Yeah, there we go. It's just a little puzzle game, and I was just really fond of it. And then I showed it to some of my friends, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, that's really cool. You should make it a real thing." I'm like, "Okay." So I might do that actually. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah. Yeah. So we were just talking about Tom Peach HD asked me how I make money, and so I admitted that I actually don't make money right now, but I have plans. I have plans to make money. Yeah. No, my dream gig is just to like make games and like probably like I don't know support myself with like a light monetization strategy of like largely like in-game ads or like maybe like yeah like maybe like ad supported free versions with like you can pay to like get rid of the ads or something like really unobtrusive, something that is like really like user friendly but just makes enough that something that I can make enough to not die. Like if I have a roof over my head and if I have food, then and I have broadband internet because it's hard to stream without broadband internet. Then I'm happy, and that's my goal. Uh, so yeah, we were making a project, weren't we? It was like a text adventure game or something. All right, I can get rid of this. That was just a little note to myself. Um, is this mostly set up now? So yeah, so we don't want to say curve and outro anymore. We want to say outro string because now we're calculating or we're setting our outro string based on et cetera, et cetera. Uh, and so player dictionary e key equals current event actions edict e key. Yeah, I think because we did all the calculation up here, then this is basically still the same. So I think it might work now. So, okay, when I say I think it might work, I think I have like the things in that I need to put in order for it to work. I think there will probably also be at least a few errors. So let's find out. Um, so we should have an intro coming soon. I'll share the link again once I have reason to think that this will actually work. Oh, cool. So far, so good. Okay, a giant boulder blocks the path. Will you push it to the left, push it to the right, or cower in fear? Let's push it left, for starters. I guess you can join in it's JourneyBot chat is where this is happening. I'll post a link to it in a second. I get the sense that it's probably not going to work first, so let's do that let's see it working before we get into playing it. All right, so for example, here we go. We ran into an error, so sorry, you're probably just getting to the part of the stream where I actually talk about it, and you're probably just making it to chat, but yeah, we got an error. So, what is it? Line 160. What are we doing here? Why do we not like this? Key error binary? Oh, wait. Oh, whoops, we're setting APOP to the wrong thing. Right, no, APOP is not supposed to equal a key, because action key goes by player. APOP equals a dict a key. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh no, wait, no. No, I think I'm doing a key wrong then. I'm setting a key to be the wrong thing in the first place. Adict, e key, event key. Wait. Event key? Oh, yeah. Edict event key, right? Yeah, probably. Right, because we're not using. Okay, yeah. So we're not using the key in this case because the key is the player's name. What we want to use instead is the 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 what that key's value is. So, all right. So like I said, there's probably going to be a few of those. Um, uh, let's give it a shot, shall we? All right. So in just a moment, a giant boulder should block the path. There we go. All right. So left. Oh, so I actually can pay attention to chat while we're waiting for that. I should probably reduce the length of the duration of these events just so that it's easier to test. So I should put it down to like 20 seconds for starters and like, I don't know, like 5 seconds. No, not 50 seconds. Like 5 seconds for cooldown. Just so it goes a little bit faster. All right. So are we gonna win? Are we gonna lose? Yeah, jump from so that could work. All right. All right, now we should go to the meadow, hopefully, if I set this up. Yay, a peaceful... Oh, whoops. It's supposed to say a peaceful meadow. Will you pick flowers, flock with deer, or cower in fear? Uh-oh, meadows freak me out, so I'm going to cower in fear. Oh, also, what are my stats? So there's just a global command stats that, yeah, my current experience is 2, and that's because we successfully pushed the boulder. Alright, so, hold on, I'll fix the... You came to a peaceful exclamation point. Meadow. Alright, so fix that. The reason the struggle is real is because, alright, left. The cowering one. And so... The text for that is the struggle is real. Oh, cool. Yeah, just put in that case. Did you? So we don't have points saved yet. The next thing I want to do actually is save load. Yeah. All right. We're doing it, you guys. We All right. So. Yeah, so we're back to the peaceful meadow. Oh, wow. Whoa! That's not good. Alright, I'm going to shut down the bot. Because for one thing, we've seen what it does. And then also, 7 is too much. I got 2 from the first one, and I got 1 from the next one. But then I got 4 from the third one. And that's because I'm multiplying the event action by 2, but... apparently that's actually affecting the template and not just the current event. So we need to not do that. So how do we do that? Not how do we not do that? That's funny. I assume this would have been a like an instance. I wouldn't have thought this would like reference all the way back to the original itself. Find. Oh, okay. So for example, I use find to check if anyone has input an action. So so if you want to, so here I have the line top, and I want to see if anyone has input. If I want to find if the string key exists anywhere in the string. So so for example, if I do well here, so if I do top dot find and then the string key, that this will tell me Oh, you want to be careful about that, Light Up Man, because if a chatbot spams oh, yeah, no, it sounds like you're doing it right. Um, uh, if you oh yeah, that's also true. CB1414. You are correct. I guess I should probably do that, right? Instead, if key in top. All right. CB1414 is the official channel optimizer. Uh, he tells me the right way to do things. um, yeah. Oops. It read rm.find as a link. Yeah, it sounds like you're using it. So right. So you say not equals one because -1 is what comes back if -1 is what comes back. Well, actually, you should use CP1414's example instead. But oh, okay, okay, good. Yeah, like I never finished my chain of thought, but you have the thing about not spamming. Yeah. All right, cool. That's good. Yeah, so that should work. And CP1414's way should work even better, or just more elegantly. So again, I can just say stats in top. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I can do that. I guess we'll find out. All right, the thing I came in here to fix though was this. So what am I posting a link to? Oh, it's a chat. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I guess it does kind of work. Sorry, I said I would do that, and I guess it's not 100% there. I was gonna, but yeah. All right. So yeah. And the bot's not running right now, so there's the links to the chat, and when the bot runs again, it'll... Well, actually, I guess the bot kind of works at this point, because, like, the bot actually says things, and so you can tell when the bot's running. Alright, so, what do we... Yeah, so what do we want to do instead? So, like, we have these event definitions, wherein, like, you know, each action has a certain points value, and we want to play off the, we want to play off the bonus points that you get corresponding to a particular action. So, I mean, I guess we could just have, like, bonus actions. So, like, yeah, yeah, so, whatever, I don't care. We'll just have another dictionary. Because, like, dictionaries are my favorite thing, apparently. They're my favorite thing in the entire world. So I guess we'll have an A-dict and I'll have a B-dict. Because whatever. And B-dict is going to be similar. If So if adict not in if edict e key not in adict, we add that key to adict, and we'll also add it to bdict as bdict as 0. So we're already keeping track of the we're using adict to keep track of the actions that players took, and so now we're keeping track of bdict as the amount of bonus points that might be associated with that particular action. So same key, but it starts out as 0 for all of them. And we don't have to worry about it for the rest of it. It's just if that key is not in, when we set up the adict key, we set up the bdict key. And so now instead of doing this, etc., we can just do bdict, because we know we were going with adict this whole time, but we know if adict was created, then bdict was also created. So we should be able to safely say that this equals 1 now. And so that way, so instead of you know, it used the starting value is 1, and so we multiplied it by 2 in order to get 2. But now since the starting value is 1 and we're not using multiplication, we're not actually changing that value. We're setting bdict to equal to 1, so that we're going to add in bdict along with along with the other the base points value. So this feels weird, but I guess I just don't understand Unity, or no, I don't understand Python very well. So excuse me. All right, action 1, action 2, etc., etc. So yeah, so the only time, the only scenario wherein this would, where an E key, yeah. So the only, so if E key is going, if an action has been taken, if so, that's what the E key represents. If it uses, it corresponds players to their action. So uh, the value of an E key can only be one of the values that we already added to bdict, because we already iterated over E key. So so now we can just say if right, so if E key not in pdict, this means that this is the player's first time participating. So if it's the player's first time participating, then they get the cur actions, which is the points value for the base points value for the action, plus bdict of what? It's not edict E key, it's just E key maybe? No. No, it is edict E key. Yeah. Yep. Because just E key would be the player's name. Yeah. And the bonus points is not by player. The bonus points is by action. So yeah, in both cases, we'll just add in bonus value. All right. So now if we play it again. Yeah. I don't know. That's what makes the most sense to me for development. Some people are like really smart and they like read books and then know things, but like knowing things is not that important to me. I much prefer just doing things. So yeah, all right, I'll fire up the bot again. So here, I'll post the link again too. I mean, I just posted it, but anyways. Alright. So... Oh, yeah, I was wondering why Light Up Man kept saying test in chat, but that's because I'm guessing it's his bot that's actually saying it. Alright, a giant boulder blocks the path. Will you push it to the left, or to the right, or cower inferior? Let's push it to the left. I don't know. I just like left. You can also change your vote at any time. So, like, I input left, but I could change that to right. Just by putting in the command right, or I could change it to cower, just by putting in command cower. Yay! So what are my stats? I have 2 points. Yay! I come to a peaceful meadow. I will frolic. And so now, after the meadow, I should have 3 points because you get 1 point for frolicking. The deer continue to dance happily because I frolicked with them. Alright, so now I should have 3 points. Whoops. Alright, and then giant boulder blocks the path, so, I don't know, left, I guess? Yeah, we should do left again. So please make left win if you're going to participate in chat. It's going to be way too late for that to actually happen, but I guess we'll get meaningful data either way. Come on, come on. Yeah, okay, so now stats, I should have 5 points, not 7 points. Oh, wait, line just called stats, so it'll take a second to show stats again. 5 points, alright, cool. We did it, you guys. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna shut down the bot again. So now I think we're good. I think we can put in the, yeah, thank you, Tom PhD. Yeah, so right now we're making a text adventure game. It's not going to stay a text adventure game forever. I mean, text will always be the way you interact with the title, but eventually it'll be it'll have visuals too. We're just using text because it has to start in text anyway. So yeah. Russ Jr., hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And welcome Linuscom as well. Uh, yeah, so it's a text adventure game in Python that we're working on. So the way the game works roughly, I might as well talk about that while I'm getting the other event type set up. The way it works is that actually I guess if you check out so I'll just review the logs. So I only have two event types working right now, but so basically like the journey bot like dictates the story presently, and like right now, so one of the events is like a giant boulder blocks the path. Will you push it push it to the left of the path, push it to the right, or cower in fear? And so left, right, and cower are all options in that case. So so the idea is that you're like all a band of adventurers all traveling together, and so everyone gets to take action for each of these events, and then the results are based on what the group chose, and you get experience points, and so I want there to be a lot of different types of events. Right now, there's only the boulder and the meadow, so I have two other events set up. I just have to implement them because. The thing I did at the end of the day yesterday was set up the events, and now I'm going through and plugging them in. So that'll be our game, and it'll actually be playable because I'm for better or worse, like this is publicly accessible as I develop it. It's not running right now though. I'll let you know when it runs again. All right, so now we have event type 2. Event type 2 is when it's actually better to spread out and cover all of your bases. So in this case, in event 1, the idea is that you all team up and you all do the same thing, because it's like, event type 1 event types 1 are events where you kind of want to pick a strategy, and you kind of want to get as many people as possible to go with that strategy. Event types 2 are the opposite. Event types 2, there are two different things that need to be done, and it's advantageous for people to split up and do both of them. So it's kind of the opposite in a way. And then there's also event type 3, where event type 3 is very similar to event type 2. In event type 3, event type 3 is like event type 2, where if it's best if people choose both options. But in event type 2, in order for anyone to succeed, people have to divide and conquer. People have to choose both options. In event type 3, the only people who are hurt, or the only people who don't get the bonus are the people who chose to go the wrong way, who chose who chose the too popular option. So the examples that I have set up that we'll see shortly is that. Oh, sorry. I was gonna catch up on chat because I was ignoring chat for a while, and I'll still do that. But yeah, you were talking about that a little bit earlier. Um, uh, DV. I feel like I know who that refers to, but I'm blanking. Uh, uh, oh, that's awesome. That okay. Yeah, like you said, that sounds awesome. I don't know. I kind of wish I had like an educational approach like that. I like things. I've said this before. I like it when I can get things that I want, like, exactly when I want them. So like what you're describing, like being able to. Oh yeah, DV Colgan. Yeah, I do follow him. Yeah, he's good. He's a good streamer. Uh, if you're not following him already, you should do so. Uh, so. Yeah, part of the reason I want streaming to catch on is so that like streaming is something that you have to be there. Like you can watch the hey Defense Red, hey, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, the reason I want streaming to get popular is so that oh yeah, so because it's very much an experience that you want to see it live. Like you can watch archives. I have like video archives if you ever miss a broadcast and want to see what happened on a given day. Like there's a link underneath the stream to my archives on YouTube. But like a lot of the times you kind of just want to actually participate in it, so you can like do the chat and like you have that like that aspect of the experience. And so I'm really looking forward to when there's enough streamers online, like game dev streamers, that you can find a game dev stream like at any time of the day, and not even just like a game dev stream, but like one that like will like particularly interest you. What is my computer doing? It's making weird flashing colors. Anyways, um, yeah, because then the educational component of game dev streaming you can get at any time. So that's what I look forward to. All right, so for event types 2 and 3, the example that I used for event type 2 is goblin arsonists have pillaged a village, and your options are to chase away the goblins, put out the fires, or cower in fear, because you can always cower in fear. And so in this event type, you want to divide and you want to like you want to split up. You want to basically as close as possible. You want half the people to go chase off the goblins and half the people to put out the fires, or thereabouts. You know, there's a little wiggle room, but you know, basically you want that to be the case. Oh, I just realized something. In the case that, in the case that you only have 3 people participating, you can't. It's difficult to divide and conquer cleanly, because you're naturally 30%, 33%. So maybe instead of using 0.2 as the threshold, I should use like 0.33 as the threshold. Or maybe I should just come up with another special case for when there are 3 adventurers, because yeah. Working indie, I kind of feel the same like socialization thing, because like I just work out of my home, so there's no reason that I would have to socialize with people. So I just make myself. I just like look into as many like industry meetups that happen in the area as possible, and I try and go to at least once per week. Like this week, I gave a talk on Monday, which kind of counts, and I went to the whole game jam thing over the weekend, which kind of counts. But then yesterday, I just went to it was just people in the industry like having drinks and like talking about stuff. But like, yeah, I make myself go to those things because, yeah, same thing. I wouldn't socialize if I didn't make myself do that sort of thing. So I'll probably just want to put in a special case for event types 2 and 3, because when it's 1 against 2, like that should be legit. Like, but then if you have more players, I do want to encourage like a balance. Maybe I could just go like 33 or like 35% or something, right? Because that would cover it too. So yeah, for starters, I'm just going to put it to 35. So then if it's 1 and 2, then that's fine. Because 66% minus, or like, no, what would it be? It'd be like, yeah, it'd be 1, no, it'd be 2 minus 1 divided by 3. So 1 divided by 3 is equal to 33%, and 33% will be less than, or it'll be 0.333333, and 0.33333. Well, so I guess I could do 0.34. 0.3 repeating will be less than 0.34, so that should work. And then, yeah, so then for the event type 3, we do it differently, because it's actually just based on a glut of like too many people on the one action, and so it operates slightly differently because I like how just get to go directly to CP1414. Like you could just ask the questions generally, but that CP1414 is going to answer them first. Yeah. So with event types 3, even if no one does action 2, then action 1 isn't necessarily going to fail, because or it's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to fail, because if enough people cower, then you might still not break the threshold. So, I mean, I expanded the So wait, oh yeah, so I should change this again so that in this case, yeah, no, this one's already set up. All right, and actually I could do 0.67, because in this case, if two people take one action and one person takes another action, then it'll come out to 0.66666.6 repeating for the major action, and so that's still okay. So the example for this one is you encounter a perilous bridge. Will you cross? Will you cross it? Swing across vines, or cower in fear? And so if too many people cross the bridge, then the bridge collapses. If too many people swing across vines, then the vines snap. But if people split, if people split and take both actions, like, some people cross the bridge, some people swing across the vines, then spoilers, that's how you beat that level. Um, Rush Jr. is a good Twitch friend to have. All right, so yeah, all right, so we set up event type 1. Now let's set up event type 2. Event type 2 will be very similar to event type 1, except kind of the opposite. So I'm basically going to copy this over, and then so event type 2, so again, we want both actions to be in the dictionary, because if in this case, if one of the actions is not in the dictionary, then it's auto fail. So if in the else cases, to having a thing in the dictionary, we can actually just delete what happens here, and we don't even need the else cases because we know that it's no good. Oh, and so we don't even need the nested if. We can just say if that thing indict and this thing indict, because they both need to be there. They both must be there in order to succeed. And then we can undent these duders. Oops. Is it outdent? Is that the opposite of indent? Or is it undent? I don't know. Unindent? Probably unindent. Alright, so alright, and this one actually doesn't even need the else case to oh yeah, wow, actually this case is a lot simpler. Because yeah, we can get rid of another nested if. No. We can get rid of another nested if. Outdent. It's practical, right? So yeah, actually, yeah, I didn't even need to borrow from this this whole thing, because it's really as simple as making sure both of them are in the dictionary, and then if it, in this case, if it's less than the current event threshold, less than or equal to, we can say. Then not only does bdict action 1 get the bonus, but they both, so this, yeah, in an event type, what is this, event type 2? In event type 2, either everyone succeeds or everyone, it's not that you fail, because like if you, the outcomes for like when the city's on fire, when the village is burning and you, and like let's say you only scare off the arsonists and you don't actually put out the fires, like you still get 1 experience point for that. But is it? Hey, all right. Oh, am I using it correctly? Oh. I wonder if, yeah, I'm probably gonna keep saying outdent, but not that it comes up very often. But I wonder if outdent is actually like the other thing, like these are all indented. Maybe outdented is if it goes in the other direction, like if it, instead of like getting pushed, or instead of getting pushed that way, if it gets pushed that way instead. The reason I do my hand gestures backwards is because the camera, it looks backward. Anyways. Um, all right, right, so if this is the case, oh, actually, this is a bigger else, because no, it's just there are two else's. So if the ratio is off, then the current event outcome becomes false. However, if we don't even have both of the entries in the dictionary, then it's also false. False, right? Or is it? Oh wait, I might define it otherwise. Yeah, wait, no. For event type 2, it's actually based on true. Oh right, no. So yeah, just no. So we don't need this. I lied. I lied about all of these things. We actually, wow, this one's so simple. All we need to say is wait, what was the thing? Yeah, outro string. All we need to say is that outro string event outcomes is true, because this is like the true win condition. Whoops, capital T true. Save that. My setup, like my room is messy. We can't see anything. There's a very important reason that all you can see in this stream is just the wall behind me, because that's like the only clean part of my room. Oh, it's unindent. All right, well, that's fine. Oh, I might still say outdent. So if you hear me say outdent, then oh. Oh right, okay, so that makes sense. Outdent. Oh wow, all right. So I was kind of right with the thing about, like, if you go that way, but it's just, yeah, starting from the other side. That makes all right. That makes sense. Cool. Look how smarter we all are now that we et cetera, et cetera. I can describe some of my setup to you. So right now I'm standing on a small exercise device. So if you see me doing this, it's because I'm standing on a small exercise device. Um, I don't have a standing desk, but I bought 2 tables from IKEA, and I put them on top of each other. It was awful. They got my order so wrong, and like they didn't even tell me that one of my pieces had been out of stock, and so that they just didn't ship it. They just didn't ship it to me, and so there was a nightmare. So I don't recommend it. But yeah, just 2 tables stacked on top of each other. I have my bottle of water, which I drink from time to time. I keep a healthy supply of tomato juice right under, like on the lower of the 2 tables, because like right now, for example, I'm a little bit peckish, and so I'm probably gonna crack one of those and just have a sip. I also have like sunflower seeds and a few other snacks like nearby, because I don't know, like if I get hungry and I don't want to necessarily, yeah, Russ Jr. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to shut down the stream just to have a snack, so. Yeah. Oh, I can share these guys. I don't know where these guys came from, but they just showed up one day. And I was like, you guys can live on my desk. Okay, so there's this guy who's cool. He has like, I don't know if you can tell, he has a little belly button. Yeah. And he just jingles a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that. And then there's this guy who's also very happy. And he also jingles a little bit. So, yeah, now you know a little bit more about my workspace. That's the important stuff, right? The rest of it's just details. Oh, also in that direction, like over there, if you see me looking off in this direction like this, it's because I'm looking at my other monitor, because I have another computer. I'm working on my laptop, but because it has a built-in webcam. But I also have a desktop computer in the background, and I have the stream running, so if I encounter technical difficulties, that, yeah. I um do you when you get frustrated, Russ, do you throw it at things, and does that help? I feel like it should, right? That's what they're for, right? Knocking down things. Light up, man. Yeah, feel free to keep the questions coming, light up, man. As long as CP1414 is here, then someone will be able to answer. And if he's not here, I can give it a shot. um, all right, yes, it's exactly 3 o'clock right now, at this very moment. All right, I guess that's very sensitive of you, or just considerate of you. I would never throw these things either, so I totally get where you're coming from. They just kind of hang out, and they basically all they basically do is just they get in the way a lot of the times when I'm like moving things around, like they yeah, I guess they serve that purpose too. It's just nice to have them around sometimes because they're always smiling. They're brightly colored. All right, so I think we just did event type 2, right? Like event type 2 is like just pretty straightforward. Event type 3 will be a little bit different. I think event type 3 will be more akin to event type 1. Although, actually, before I take that assumption, I'm going to start just punching it up to see, because I think it'll actually be pretty different. Yeah, it will be pretty different. So this is going to be a thing, and then there's going to be an elif. Oh, wait, no, not here. Alright, so if cur, etc, dict, etc, then if oh, I guess for event type 3 I could do it differently. I could do, for event type 3, I could set these as 2 for starters, and then set the bonus to -1, because that's kind of how the bonus gets applied in event type 3. I don't know. That might be weird, but we'll see. We can try it. Because yeah, we want to say if cur, ev, action, etc., is in the dictionary, and oh wait, no, we do need to. All right, so this will be a little bit weird. Yeah, so it probably will be like. I'm just gonna borrow this because it'll probably be easier to modify this than to start from scratch. All right, so oh, how did I get that twice? I don't know how I got that twice, but that's special. All right, so if cur of oh wait, oh it's just not indented. Why is it not indented? Or this is 2 indented. That's weird. All right, no, that's what that was about. All right. So, right, so first we have to check if they're both in the dictionary. Because we need it for ratios. Yeah. Yeah, we need it for ratios. Alright, so if cur... Oh, actually, I think for this one we need all of them for ratios. Because like I was saying, like if... Yeah, for this one I was going to take cowering into consideration too. So yeah, I think actually we want to say... Ooh, alright, so it's possible that no one will cower. So... Alright, first things first, let's check that, Alright, so we check that they're both in the dictionary. So let's say total equals both of these, because they're both in the dictionary. Or adict. Oh wait, no, we have this term over here. So total equals the sum of these two things. And then then we have to check if the third one's in the dictionary, because if the third one's in the dictionary, then that will also... Huh. Actually, no, you know what might be easier? Is just, yeah, I think I will use a different structure. I won't delete that one in case I want to come back to it, but I'm going to start over with a different structure. So I'm just going to say, total equals 0. Why do you not indent? Because of the weird errors I left here. So total equals 0. And then if... Why are you indented weird? Stop indenting weird, please. It would be convenient if you would stop indenting weird. If, etc., in dictionary, then adict, etc., or total plus equals. And then we'll do that for all 3 actions, because we need the total first. So for action 2, for action 3. Alright, so now we have our total. And now we just want to check the ratio if we have action 1 or action 2. So we're going to put this conditional in again. It's a little redundant, but whatever. Kind of needed to do it. So if current action, blah, blah, if cur action, if adict, etc., divided by total is greater than ratio, right? Or threshold, excuse me. If this is, if that's greater than the threshold, greater than or equal to the threshold, sorry, I haven't been paying super close attention to chat, but, oh, hey, AD1B, yeah, so I'm working on this project by myself, so if I was gonna work on this project with someone else, I would make it readable, but it's 100% readable to everyone who is working on this project, I assure you. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. You, if you'd been here before, you'd probably know how my code goes. So, I'm going to say welcome. So, alright. So then we're just going to do the same thing for... Oh, wait, yeah, so no, we have this conditional. And then in the case that this happens, then the bonus is going to be equal to -1. Because we basically... Because for event types 3, we're kind of assuming the bonus from the start, and then we're disproving it if certain criteria are met. So then we do the same thing for event type 2, or for action 2, except don't be indented. So now for action 2, we do the same thing. 2 action 2 action 2. Ta-da! All right, and I think that's all we need to do. Oh no, we need to change the that was all part of that, right? If I didn't delete anything important just then. I think that was all just part of that. Alright, hold on, wait. Chat. Did I miss anything in chat? Oh. Yeah, please everyone respect Light Up Man's cookies. That's also why I set up the cred thing. I think I sent over my example. Like, just by setting up cred in a separate file, like, I don't have to show it all the time. Oh, except it's open right there. Hold on, wait. I don't feel comfortable with it being open. I'm just gonna close it. I didn't want it to, like, flash on screen when I closed it. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, so, oh right, so yeah, so for case 3, we don't have the outro text working yet. There are the outcomes. So outro string, so what is it going to be for if either of them get discredited? Oh no. Oh. No, these have to be elifs. Oh, wait. Right, because if neither of them get discredited, then, huh. So I guess I should also do the outcomes, as, uh, yeah, because in the case that everything goes swimmingly, that's the case that, I was slightly complex, because I keep supporting the cowering case. I think this would be a lot simpler if I just cut cowering, but I just find it amusing that uh, I just find it amusing that in any circumstance you can cower in fear. Uh, hmm. Homebound's a little misleading because it's not like you're literally tied up. I hope you're not literally tied up. um, all right, so in the case that you cower in fear, it says something silly about cowering in fear. So I don't want to override that. But I guess in the case that, yeah, I think I should just do it the slightly gawky way, which is if a pop if a pop equals action Kurev action 3. No, if a pop not equal Kurev action 3. So if a pop, if the popular option does not equal current event dot action 3, then we might have our victory message. So we're gonna set our victory message straight up. We're gonna say outro string equals true. I think we define it as outcomes true. Let me double check that. Why do I have 2 scroll bars here? Is that weird? I don't know. Whatever. True is the true is the great one. All right, so it equals true, but then in either of these cases, then it instead equals and then it instead equals this one, this case. So action 1 or action 2. Oops. Alright, so yeah, now we should be all set. Because it should never be the case that both of these evaluate. It should never be the case that both of these evaluate, because that would mean that there were like somehow there were like 120 something percent of, or 130 something percent of participants, and there should never be more than 100% of participants. So that should work now. And I think that oh, we don't have the events queuing up yet, so they're technically in there and they hypothetically should work, except that we never actually queue them up. So right, so yeah, I mean, I guess we could just go in a circle. So uh, yeah, whatever. So elif event type equals 1. And I might change this later. So the elif thing isn't so ridiculous. So, okay, so if elif equals 0, event current event equals event type 1, and current event equals ev1, and event type equals 1. If it's 1, we'll just bump it up to 2 and 2. If it's 2, we'll bump it up to 3, and if it's 3, we'll bump it back down to 0. So if it's 2, we'll bump it up to 3. So this will just cycle through options for now. Cycle through events. And I guess, yeah, we might as well start with the boulder. So, I guess I'll just, I mean, I don't know, I guess we might as well, check out the channel. Might as well, if anyone feels like participating, you're welcome to play along. Otherwise, I'll just play it myself. We're probably going to encounter errors, is my guess, but we'll see. Alright, I think I have two browser windows open. So, giant boulder blocks the path. Let's go left. I'm going to say left. And then, oh, and actually, because I haven't tried it yet, I'm going to go right with this guy. BinRebot is not actually a bot. After hours and hours, the boulder eventually crumbles. Alright, so I should have 1 point. I have 1 point. Yeah, good, cool. So Goblin Arse fills the village. Really chase the sounders, put the fires, or cower in fear. Let's put out fires. Oh, you did fires already, so I'll do chase. Is that the other one? Alright, so we should still be okay, but if anyone else contributes, they have to do chase, because if... Yeah, we saved the town, yeah, alright, cool. Because if another person had done fires, we would have encountered a perilous bridge. Wait. How come we didn't go back to... We never went to the meadow. Oh, wait, no, they have bridge, right. Okay, sure. So, wait. Oh, so someone's cowering across, so all vines. Right? Or wait, is it swing? Yeah. Swing. I should probably know my own commands. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I was too late anyways, so I actually didn't participate in that. And the timing loop wouldn't actually be this tight. It's just, it's pretty low for testing purposes. So, I don't know, I'll pick flowers. With 0, you can choose whatever you want, because, and the reason it said the deer continued to dance happily is because Russ was the first person to input an answer, and he said frolic. But there's no wrong answers with the meadow. You can just do whatever you want. So I'm going to cower on this one. And what are my stats? I have 4 experience points. Yay! I'm not going to get many stats this round because I'm cowering, but you can actually get a point for cowering in the meadow, because it's your prerogative if you're inspired to. So what are we going to do here? I'll chase, I guess. Uh-oh. We need at least one person to... Oh, yeah, that's funny. I guess you can... I guess if you're going solo, then... Oh, huh. Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, because that's what happens if... Alright, so this seems to be working so far. I'm gonna cross the bridge. And then... Actually, I'm gonna sabotage this one, so if anyone else puts in an answer, I'm going to... Oh, and yeah, I guess... Alright, so... I should probably do different things for events type 2 and 3 when, Yeah, no, I should just put in a special case, so, like, if, Oh, I'm gonna sabotage it. Oh, did they... Oh, we got an error. Alright, that's weird. Well, thank you for playing. Yeah, what did we do here? Whoa. Line 162? Outro showing current event outcomes. How's the popular option? Wait, what? It says the popular option was chase. So am I not resetting? What am I not resetting? Well, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, maybe Chase shouldn't have been registered as a valid command. Because, it happened during, it happened while the event was off. Or it should have. Maybe it was just a very tight timing thing. So, huh. Or am I just actually failing to reset something correctly? And I just magically didn't notice it until now? Event on, event played. E key in edict.keys. Or wait, no. Oh, right. Right. Alright, so no, yeah. I'm only supposed to be doing this if event is on. Right, alright, I was registering commands when event was off. Alright, so that was good to find, I guess. So, stats I can do anytime, but this I only want to do if event on. Because if there's no event on, then we should not be listening for commands. Event on, yeah, if event on. I can just indent all this stuff. Alright, that should work. Alright, and yeah, we were doing pretty well other than that. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit just so it's not like so frantic, and I might just let it run for a little while I do whatever comes next. Alright, see you in a bit. CP1414, I hope. Anyways, have a nice shower. Alright. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what we were seeing with the chase thing, but I'll test that just to make sure. Alright, game on. Although, yeah, so the next thing I want to do is add in the save load so that our points get saved, because right now it just changes every time. I'll wait until this one's over before I input the command. Yeah, yeah, every time I restart the bot, it just erases all the data and starts from scratch again. So, oh wait, it won't end until someone inputs a command. So, left. Oh, I could have tested that, I guess. Anyways, so it's just 60 seconds. Just feels like an eternity. Is that all that's happening? Or something actually awry? This feels like longer than 60 seconds, but maybe I'm just really impatient. Oh, okay. Wait, maybe 60 doesn't correspond exactly to seconds. Maybe it's like 60 some unit longer than seconds. Oh wait, oh shoot, I was supposed to input a command between the two. Anyways, alright, so, oh yeah, and that was the other thing I was gonna do, because like, I don't know. Definitely for event 2, if total equals 1, then, oh, thank you, jrne. So for event type 2, I might leave it that way. It might just be like with event type 2, you literally need people in order to pass the level. With event type 3, though, it doesn't necessarily make sense that the bridge would collapse. I should not have slowed this down this much. This is much less fun for testing purposes. Alright, did it work? Alright, cool. So, chase. Chase. Oh, yeah, it's not sound. Alright, anyways. Uh, Alright, so... So if edge future is the only one to cross, then the bridge shouldn't collapse. That just doesn't make any sense. So I'll fix that for sure. All right, but now it's actually gonna work now. Although, if the chase thing is still broken, then we might get that error instead because I input chase way before all the others. Survey says. This is taking too excruciatingly long. I should never have set these numbers so high. Oh god, it's excruciating. How do we live like this? It's just intolerable. Yay, we crossed the river. Alright, and the error didn't come up, so that's probably good. Alright, I'll leave the bot running while I work, just in case people want to play. But, yeah, so, alright, so... Where is it? Event type 3. If event type equals 3. So now we're going to say if addict divided by total is greater than current threshold, but also if total is greater than 1. Total has to be greater than 1. Right? Yeah. So, actually I can put all of this into a total greater than 1. So I don't have to do any of this if total is greater than 1. Or if total equals 1, then we can just skip all of this. Yeah. Alright, so if total greater than 1, then we do all these things. Otherwise we just skip it. So should we do something like that for event type 2? Like, yeah. I mean, it doesn't super matter, but, like, might as well, right? So if cur ev actions 1 indict and cur ev actions 2 indict. Oh. But I guess we have to look up the total. Wait, did it? Oh, whoops, yeah. Forgot the column. Many lovely bouquets were made. The meadow is honestly one of my favorites. Just for fun. It's just nice to have a break every now and again, right? Alright, so yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll just do the totals thing for event type 2. Because it just feels like... I don't know, maybe it's fine how it is. Yeah, maybe event type 2 will just... they'll be a little hard if you only have one player. Or if only one person's playing. Oh. So yeah, actually, so Glitch jrne, this actually is the front of the game. It's actually just a... text adventure at this point. There's no, I don't have the front of the game working. I was thinking I might get to art today, but first, before I get to art, I want to actually do, save load, so that way when people play the game, like, it doesn't restart every time I restart the game. It'll just, it'll continue where we left off, basically. So yeah, there's literally just the text at this point, but yeah. So so the oh right, yeah. So that's where the game is taking place. By the way, thank you, Russ Jr. So oh yeah, no, I'm actually not working in Unity for this game. So yeah, for this game, I'm thinking I will work in Pygame which is it's like it's like a way to make a front with Python. And so the way that I'm going to do for this one is actually so there, yeah, there'll be like a visual, there'll be like a little box. I'm thinking I'll probably put it like here on screen or like down in the corner, like where that red square is not used. Um, uh, I I uh, yeah. So right. So there's going to be like sprites. So like all the text that's happening now about like what is going on, like that I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to so the journey bot might still be there for temporary. Journey bot will probably be there to say like the stats command will probably still be there. So like if you say stats, it'll probably still tell you your score. But I want to change. I want to put all of the rest of the information into the yeah. So I haven't done any of the art for it yet. But basically like so right now it says like you come to a peaceful meadow. Will you pick flowers, frolic with deer, or cower in fear? I want to change it so that so it's visual represented. And so the first visual, you'll just see the meadow. It'll just show you the lovely meadow instead of telling you that you came to it. So you'll be able to get the context from that. And so it'll show you the meadow for a moment, and then it'll flip over to a picture of flowers with the text exclamation point flowers. So instead, or like whatever the command is for that particular frame. And then it'll stay on that one for a minute, or not a minute, but like a moment, and then it'll flip over to the next one, which will show deer, and it'll say the exclamation point frolic or whatever the command is. Like it'll give you a sense of like what are your options, and it'll flip through these one by one. I don't think it'll actually show cower. I think cower will probably be in there as technically it's a thing that will work, but I don't think I'm actually going to represent it visually. I might. I don't know. Depends on how funny. If I still find it funny when it comes time to implement that stuff. So it'll keep flipping between the meadow, the flowers, and the deer. And the one thing that'll change is that you'll get a slight idea of how many people have chosen that option, just visually, because each time you flip past one of those options, the second time, from the second time on. It'll actually show like adventurers in the scene, and maybe I'll do that with meadow too. So like when it gets back to the meadow the first time. Oh, that's lame. The real binary bot is binary_bot. Sorry, bro. um, that's an imposter. So I should ban him from this other chat too, once he shows up. Although I have to log in as JourneyBot in order to do that. Anyways, all right. I mean that's comical and all, but there's a real binary bot, and so sorry, I just don't want people to be confused. All right, so did I finish? So whenever it shows the locale, it'll show just like all the people milling about, and just to give you an idea of how many people have responded at all. And then when it flips through the options, it'll I don't know, someone being funny. Again, like I get the joke, but I also don't want people to be confused. So that was a funny joke, and now it's over. So uh, uh, thank you, Light Up Man, for testing the game too. And yeah, thank you for everyone in JourneyBot chat who've been testing the game. It would take me a lot longer, or I'd have less time to talk to the camera if I had to do all that myself. So thank you. I don't care. I already have a binary bot. Well, your friend. I feel a little bit bad about that, but like, I mean, like, so that's how it goes. Like, don't impersonate me, I guess. Is all. Right. So, you know that there's literally a binary bot, right? And that he was basically just impersonating my binary bot. Like, Like if we look over here, there's like a legit binary bot. So that's not appreciated. But I guess I'd suggest like finding a new hobby. Anyways, um, what was I gonna? Yeah, so yeah, I think hopefully the thing that I was explaining about visuals will be clear at this point. So yeah, now I'm gonna do the save load thing. It's going to be fairly straightforward. It's just gonna be that each time we wrap, or like in the time between events, we're going to just basically just save all of the excuse me. Well, you can easily find those things out by asking. So, oh, thank you, Tom PHHD. I actually don't have anything set up for donations, but yeah, that's a good question because I know that is a common practice, right? People will have like a little tip jar or something. So I guess I'll let you know if I get one of those set up. I don't at this point. So thank you very much for asking, though. I want to do something in the future because, like we were talking about earlier, like I don't want to like become starving and die for lack of income. But yeah, I'll see what I'm still trying to figure out what to do, and you'll be the first one to know once I figure that out. I'm thinking it'll probably be like along the lines of like I don't know if you guys have ever watched like Vlambeer's stream. Like they have well, for one thing, they're a partner, so they have a subscribe button. Actually, I guess a better example would have been 2D Heroes. Like 2D Heroes, when also a good dev streamer, game dev streamer. He's actually like pre-selling his game, and like so below his like screen, you can find like a link to his website where. All right, yeah, yeah. So I think I want to, yeah, I definitely want to do something like that at some point. I just haven't even thought about it yet. So, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for the tips. And I do intend to look into that. I just don't even, I don't even plan to do that yet. I want to make sure like I'm really providing a meaningful service before I start asking for tips. But I take it as a compliment that you think that I have reached that point already. So thank you very much. Yeah, so save load. This will be interesting, I think. Because I don't know exactly how it's going to work. But yeah, there are a few things that I don't like. I just have like roughed out in my head as to, like roughly approximately what I want to have happen. So, all right, where's the else to this if? Whoa, it's kind of hard to read. So this is indented twice. So where's the else that's indented twice? There's the else that's indented twice. All right, yeah. Oh wait, that's for event time. Yeah, no, that's. Oh, like yeah, I guess I could just do it right at the end of event processing. All right, so yeah, I can do it here-ish. And so what do I want to do? I basically just want to save. Oh. Actually. Yeah, what do I want to do? Yeah, JSON. JSON will definitely be the answer once I get more things going on. I think I'm going to start really basic, because right now the only thing that gets saved is experience. So I think right now all I'm going to save is experience. I just have to think about how to do that exactly. I mean, I guess I just want to. I mean, like, so eventually, like, people will have their own like save data. But for starters, I guess Oh, I could do it when I'm iterating over Yeah. So yeah, I actually started looking into JSON. So I probably closed it, but I was looking into like how that would work, and I think you're exactly right because that's once I start adding in like richer features, like that's going to be vital. In fact, um, for yeah, tomato juice, delicious, delicious, life giving tomato juice. I like it because it's the most delicious like liquefied vegetables you can buy in a store, as far as I know. Um, maybe there's some better kind out there, but uh, low sodium, so it's like I think it's pretty overall, just like mostly quite good for you, right? I mean, like the vegetables they use probably aren't like organic or anything, but I don't know, whatever. All right, so I think I'm actually gonna do this when we set up. Huh. Oh yeah, so the thing where we go like with what is it? My brains. Uh, yeah, I really want a website front end. The thing that occurs to me though is that like, how do I don't know how to like so if I do the website thing, like I'll want the save data online, and I don't know how to do that. Like I guess I could just make it like I could do it like manually or like in batches or something. But like hypothetically, I'd want it so that like players can check their like I want to get rid of the stats command at some point because I want to make it so that players can no I mean well I could get started with hacks tonight on PhD, but I need a project to work on. Like I can't get started on hacks until I have a project to make with hacks. So the answer is probably no, but you're gonna need a light up man. You're gonna need image recognition at some point because there's not going to be text commands at a certain point. There's just going to be well, I guess you could make a bot that yeah, you could make a bot that just mimics other people's commands, right? That is apparently a legitimate strategy. Uh, I might change the rules because I don't necessarily want people botting. So well you might yeah I might put in some anti-bot measures, not specifically because of what you just said, but because I don't like the idea of people botting. So uh, what that's a good that's an interesting thought though because I don't uh oh uh I don't want to. Is there a reason you guys want me to start working on hacks right now? Um, okay. um, so yeah, no, I want to do this. So like, if you guys have a really important reason that I can't do this, then like, I'll consider it. But like, I really want to do this, so like, please don't make me do something else. Um, uh, right. So yeah, saving and loading. So oh yeah, the thing that I still don't know how to do with saving and loading. So I'll have to figure out at some point is like, if in order to get the website thing working, I don't know how to get that data online exactly. Like I don't know how that all works. So that'll be something that I'll have to figure out. Are you not CP1414? Are you not a fan of hacks? Uh, I was gonna ask that Tom Peach HD, but yeah. um, all right, so yeah, I won't worry about the online stuff right now. I'll just so I I right. So currently we have the case we have pdict, which is the dictionary of all players, which I guess we'll keep. Uh, hmm. Yeah. CPU4 hacks has no place in the future. Oh. Wait, what the heck is ActionScript? Isn't ActionScript what Flash uses? Because, like, Flash is dead. Spoilers. um, what does hacks have to do with ActionScript? I have no clue. I also don't totally care, so... Right, so we have this concept of players, and right, ActionScript is Flash. I have no clue what that has to do with hacks. Anyways, this concept of players, and right now we just assume that if the player is not in the thing already, so like if a player participated in an event, but was not already in a, who cares? Who cares about syntax? It's about what it can do. Like, ActionScript can be... Like, Italian has a lot to do with Latin, but that doesn't mean Italian is a pointless language just for the fact that Latin, Oops. Oh, sorry. I closed the bot just reflexively. Sorry if anyone was still playing it. Yeah, Italian is a lot like Latin, and Latin's a dead language, but that doesn't mean Italian's a dead language. That's, like... There's no correlation there. All right, so yeah, right now, if a player participated in an event and we weren't already keeping track of that as that player, then we just assumed it was like new. Yeah, like right here. So this is actually where we have to try and load that player's data, because if a player participates in an event and they have not participated in an event recently, then they might still have save data. They might be a returning user. So yeah, I mean, isn't the point of hacks that it could deploys for like literally anything? Like, isn't the point of hacks that it's like as versatile as, like, I don't know, like Unity, and that like you only have to like you write it once and then it just works everywhere? Like, from my understanding, that's what hacks is. Like, that's the point of hacks. But wait, someone here, I forget, Lion, you worked with, Lion, you've built games in hacks, so I guess you would know better than most. Alright, so yeah, I guess, this is what we used to do, and we'll still do something similar, but first we have to do something else. First we have to load, Alright, so yeah, we can change how this works, because we're going to have pdict. Alright, so just for starters, let's unindent this. I think we decided the word is. Unindent. Oh, no. Yeah, unindent it this far. We can get rid of the else case. And then, so we're going to say, wait, what? Oh, yeah. So we're going to say, for starters, pdict key equals 0 is the equivalent statement. But first we're going to try... Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to load, like, literally all player data at the same time. So each player is going to have their own individual file, and a player's file is only going to get loaded if they're participating in that session. And so if they're not participating, then I won't bother. Because, like, hypothetically, if this game were used in a channel with, like, thousands of followers, then, like, you could have, like, lots and lots of participants eventually. Like, that could get so huge that it's really silly to load the entire thing altogether. So, yeah, for now I'm just going to use, like... I don't know if this is the right approach, but I don't know. So, oh, interesting. So that sounds cool. That sounds better for, like, a, that sounds better for like, a long-term sort of thing. Oh, sorry, I shut down the bot temporarily. Oh, here, I'll rinse chat so that it's clear. Oh, I'm not the mod in that channel, so I can't. But, Sorry, I'll say in chat when I shut down the bot, so that way you guys know. That's sorry, that's a little confusing. Uh, uh, Actually, I guess there's no reason I couldn't run the bot. Sorry. Yeah, sure, fine. Let's run the bot again. Uh, all right, the bot's back up and running, and I'll try not to close it this time. I just clicked on it because it like the window popped up, and I was like, I just instinctively closed it. Sorry. Uh, all right. um, there you go. Sorry. Here, I'll send the link again. And actually, if you want to, yeah, if you want to play, if you want to play Journey right now, I'll save it when I'll when the game when once I get save load in like a quasi working state, I'll like jot down your numbers, your experience points, and that way we can act as if like it was saving data all the time. Um, hmm. Yeah, I actually don't even know that much about hacks. I only know the only things I really know about it are the things that uh, are the things that people have told me about it, and yeah. So yeah, Lion has much better insight on that than I do. So where was I? Oh yeah, here it is. Right. So we have to try and load, and if it doesn't work, then we have to create a new user. Uh, uh, so, so, right, no, I don't have anything in my brain right now because I don't know how this all works. So let's find out how this all works. Uh, read, no, read, file read. Uh, but I guess actually first I have to see if the file exists. How do I check if a file exists? Python check file exists. Yay, and import OS path. Oh, cool. All right, that works. Borrowing stuff from the internet. The internet knows about stuff. That's my Stack Overflow song. All right, so if just I just feel compelled to mention I don't usually just copy stuff wholesale off the internet, but it was just one command, so I anyways, I'll feel bad about it later. All right, so OS path is file players. Oh wait, how do we reference files? Huh. Dot. So like players dot players dot oh, and then the name of the oh wait, no, hold on, yeah, I should look up how to reference files. So like we're on the right track. So it's probably a string fname if you need to be sure it's a file path. So, oh, exists is also one. All right, actually, like exists better. Exists. uh, oh, and you can use it on directories too. Interesting. This file to test. Okay. All right. True for directories. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it wants a string with the relative path. It looks like. All right. So in this case, the relative path will be. So exists players, and then plus e key, right? Because in this case, e key is the player's name. And so at some point we actually have to save this. So oh yeah, so if this, etc., then and then we can load this. We can read. Oh yeah, how do we read a file? Read. Yeah, just read. So then so yeah, pdict e key equals int read players e key. Oh wait, hold on. No, that's not how read works, right? Read works on the file. Oh. So how do I... Wait, what is freed? What was freed? Oh no. Open, thank you. You probably taught me that once before. Okay, yeah, so... Oh wait, isn't there like a... There's a way that I can like have the file auto-close, right? It's like if I do like while open or something like that. Or... Yeah, what's like... There's like a... I forget if it was you that taught me this or if there's like... If I read it somewhere else, but like there's a way that you can like... Like it's a... I think you might have covered it in the course. Like you basically like you like perform an indentation of like, all right, hold on, I'll throw words at Google until something comes up. So it's like yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know, but I understand that is a valid approach. I just with is it with, right, with yeah, probably. I just like things like that. Because I like, yeah, I just really like things like that. So like with, or yeah, I should look up how to use it. But like, it's like Python with, so, we're talking about talking about with. Yeah, so with okay, with open, yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right, cool. So with open, this dude as p data oh yeah, so pdict, alright, so indent this again, pdict e key equals int read or no, oh sorry, right, pdata dot read. And yeah, so for now for now, p data, or like the player's file, is just going to be the integer that represents their experience, because that's all we need to do. Yeah. I don't know. It's so. I'm. I don't know. I just like it. I don't have an explanation, except that I just like it. Light up, man. Bot. Good job, Light Up Man. You are exploiting the hell out of that system. um, that's awesome. I assume that that's actually a bot working, and not just you, and not just you, and manually inputting this stuff. That's pretty. If so, that's pretty awesome. Um, that's really cool. No, I'm duly impressed. Um, so yeah, what you the student has become the master at this point, I think. Probably would have taken me way longer to set that up. Um, oh right, so if that thing exists already, then we do that, but then we need an else case. Because in the else case, then we start new. And then in either case, we uh, yeah, right? Isn't that great? That's the part where it becomes like fun for me. Is like when you have like the whatever tech that just like works and whatever. Like that's like setting it up is just like a slog. But then like once you have that going, then like the freedom of creativity that you have at that point is wonderful. I feel like setting up saving and load is like a slight back step towards like the root rendery setup stuff. But then we can have fun again, because like we can make new event types and like all that good, other fun stuff like that. All right, so now we're probably kind of saving it correctly, kind of almost. I don't know. So the other thing that we're gonna do is I guess just save it like straight up. Yeah, so then with open. Oh wait, no, because the file still might not exist. So I mean, I could just clobber the file every time. I could just crushionate the file every time. I wonder if that works. Save. What? No. What is it? How do you save a file? I know I keep asking these things out loud, but that's only because I try and keep my mental process external. I know I definitely appreciate that you guys are providing answers, but I'm not trying to like just drag all this information out of you. I just yeah. All right. So for example, Python file save. Right. Thank you. So can I just like clobber it every time? Is that if I just write the file out, because it only has one piece of data right now, so I can just stomp on it every time, hypothetically, right? uh, um, oh, okay, cool. W, yeah, crushing it, crushing it. Because like at some point we'll probably want to get more sophisticated with it, but like for now we're just safe, and like by the